Tawbah only works when you are so disappointed with yourself, so ashamed that you can't even pick your head up in front of the mirror. Only then you can go towards Tawbah. The other kind of Tawbah that we are getting used to is the first part I was talking about. That if you justify it already, or you assume that it's going to be forgiven already, then you're never going to come out. So you need to be so ashamed, and you cannot lecture anybody to be ashamed, right? Shame comes from within. If you are ashamed, then you know it. You don't need a lecture for this. So I cannot tell you how to be ashamed. What I'm telling you is that if you do not have that shame, and you are less than shameful, justifying it, or getting that little sense of achievement that, yeah, you know what, now I'm gonna, better.
When you said that the Gaza is an indication that this ummah is one, I think that's the exact opposite of what Gaza has shown us. That we are not a single ummah. Salahuddin, we are distributed. We are many, many people. We're not a single nation. The bigger problem, and of course the solution, that child right here, your children, they're the only solution, because we practically have failed you guys. We have failed you guys. We let 50,000 kids die, and all we did was talk about protests and boycotts. That's not how any of the prophets, especially our Prophet Muhammad bin Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, taught us how to think and how to act. That's the exact opposite of how a Muslim behavior should have been as a group.
Okay. There's a reason why Americans are not shown what Israeli society thinks and believes on camera. Okay. We're only shown a very sanitized version of what Israeli society thinks and believes, because they handpick spokespeople with American accents to speak to Americans. Israelis don't ever speak for themselves. And I thought, maybe if just Americans knew, if they could see the truth, if they could see the war crimes on camera, surely this would change. I'm sick of seeing just pro-Israel propaganda constantly. That's all I've seen my entire life. I grew up never understanding even what Gaza was.
Give me one important point about Islam that you want the non-Muslims to know.
I think the most important thing about Islam that non-Muslims should know is that Islam is not a religion. It's life itself. If you understand that Islam is a way of life, not a way of life, sorry, maybe we have to be careful, is the way of life, is the solution to all your problems, is the answer to all those existential questions that you have. Everyone has it. Don't give me that you don't have it. When you lay down in bed at 11 o'clock at night or 2 a.m., you have insomnia and you're thinking about all these issues, Islam will solve that. Every problem in this world, from racism to corruption to promiscuity, everything Islam can solve.